Welcome, everybody, to The World is a Mess, and I just want to steampunk it, episode 28, June 23rd, 2021. I'm here in North Hollywood. I'm your host, Steampunk StarRaisin, or some people just call me StarRaisin. And I'm here with Daniel Bertizan of Daniel's Hot Topics from Bellwood, Ontario. How's it going, Daniel?
Hi, what's up? I'm doing good. So
how is it in Bellwood, Ontario?
Oh, pretty good. So yeah, it's Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021, and it's the 32nd anniversary of Batman 89.
Awesome.
Yep, the 32nd anniversary, and they're filming, Michael Keaton is filming for the Flash movie right now.
So are they going to explain why Michael Keaton, the original Batman, gave his bat suit away?
I don't know if he gave his bat suit away, but I think we're going to see him in the movie fighting in the bat suit, because we did see a picture with a little bit of blood on the suit, so it must be him in the suit.
So if the original 1989 Batman returns, is he going to have his Vulture suit too? Going to be
maybe.
Batman Vulture?
Yeah. Yeah, the Vulture's cool. I'm happy he's a part of the MCU, but I like Batman better.
What if Batman 1989 is really the Vulture? Maybe that's not just the same actor playing two different characters. Maybe they're the same person. That's my DC multiverse conspiracy theory, man.
I mean, it would be cool if they would cross over, but I don't know if the two multiverses can connect. I don't think so. Because
one's owned by Warner Brothers and the other one's owned by Disney. So
yeah, and they don't like each other. So I don't think it's ever going to happen. It would be nice if it did, but yeah.
Well, I think it's neat. I mean, they started doing that when they had the movie version of Flash made an appearance in Crisis on Infinite Earths Flash. So I think that was in 2019 when they did the Crisis on Infinite Earths, and they did a pretty cool crossover. And I thought that was really surprising, and I know it surprised the fans.
It could have been bigger, though. It could have been bigger.
Well, I'm sure they only had the production time and for a cameo because they didn't want to have to spend a lot of money. It would have been better if we'd been better introduced to the Flash. Like the movie version of Flash, we don't really know him that well. I mean, he appears in Justice League, but he's kind of a supporting character. And I mean, I sort of get why, like in the movie version, is more realistic version of Flash. He has like an armor, I guess, to protect his body for going at supersonic speeds. But sounds cool. And apparently, there's also going to be a Supergirl in the Flash movie.
Yeah, I mean, you saw her name is Sasha Calle. Kaye, they call her Kaye.
Kaye, okay.
You said she looks hot last night.
Yeah, I thought she was hot. I mean, she looks good to me. I don't have any problem with her being Supergirl.
Yeah, people wonder like how is she going to be in the movie, because like Superman and Lois didn't have a kid yet, right? So she can't be the daughter of Superman unless she is Kara Zor-El.
Well, isn't Supergirl like the cousin of Superman?
Yeah.
So maybe she's just the cousin of Superman.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, Superman is white, right? How can he have a Spanish cousin?
Well, you know, she looks... It doesn't really matter what ethnicity she is. She's an alien.
Of course not. But you know, it's just that it doesn't really make any sense.
She could have grown up with a, you know, whatever. I mean,
that's what people are saying online.
What? I don't think it really cares what. who cares what ethnicity is she is, as long as it's a good story.
Mm-hmm.
She looks pretty hot. The actress, what's her name again?
Sasha Kaye.
I don't know. As long as she looks attractive and it's a good story, I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah, I guess not. But
she, you know, who cares if she's Hispanic or Latino? As long as it's a good story.
yeah,
I think people emphasize way too much on that. I don't really care as long as it's a good story.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of. I mean, there's been a lot of bad stories lately. I mean, like I didn't really like Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, that wasn't that good.
And most of the DC movies are kind of sucky, and the last season of Flash is kind of sucky, and Supergirl kind of got boring as well. I haven't really watched Supergirl season 6. I know that's supposed to be the last season of Supergirl.
I know, it's so sad. I like Supergirl.
But
oh, and by the way, it's also Bruce Campbell's 63rd birthday.
awesome.
Happy birthday, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Ash versus Evil Dead, that got canceled after the 3rd season.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it got canceled back in 2018.
Oh, that sucks.
So what else? We were talking off camera about Loki episode 3. What did you think about Loki episode 3?
It was a shock. I loved Loki episode 3, and seeing like this new version of Loki, going around, kicking the TVA's butt. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. She has some moves, and then they got thrown into like the 2077 where there was like this apocalypse happening on a planet, right? And it was just really interesting.
Laments 1, but yeah, it's an actual different planet. It's not planet Earth, so that kind of surprised me.
Yeah. And it's actually pretty cool, I mean, But then in the end, they were running to a rocket. They wanted to use his power to, like boost the device to get them back to the TVA, but then the rocket was destroyed, so they have no hope now.
Excuse me. Yeah, Loki being the jackass that he is, or at least the variant that we were introduced to in episode 1. Yeah, fell out of the train, got drunk. He really kind of sabotaged the mission, but he was also trying to buy for time because she really didn't want to work with him. So he was kind of forcing her to work with her, but then she fell asleep because she was tired, and he got drunk, and then they got kicked out by security, literally thrown off the train through the window. And he ended up breaking the device. So not only were they not able to charge it, they had to break it. And so now they're kind of stranded. And the ship, I do think the ship kind of looked like a building. I do think that it wasn't very well depicted in the CGI. It could have been a little bit better depicted, but the ship got destroyed, and that left the episode on another cliffhanger where they're stranded in Laments 1 2077, and apparently the moon of that planet is falling apart and is raining chaos on the planet as debris falls down. So it's an apocalyptic event. Will they survive, or will they be stranded there and get killed? So
find out next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. So we shall see.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Remember in Infinity War when Thanos broke the moon and threw it at the Avengers?
Broke the moon. What are you talking about?
Remember when Thanos got the Infinity Gauntlets and he was fighting the Avengers on that planet with the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Remember he broke the moon? There was a moon orbiting the planet. He broke the moon with the Power Stone, and then he threw the moon at the Avengers.
The moon. Hmm.
Yeah. That
I
reminded me
don't
of that
remember that.
scene.
I don't remember that. I've only seen Infinity War once, but I'll have to watch it again. I don't remember that. The moon broke what moon?
He broke a moon orbiting an alien planet.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it was actually pretty cool, you know, and but it's nice to see different time periods in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I mean they're making up futuristic, made up ones, but I think it's cool that at least they made it on an alien planet in the future and not Earth's moon in the future, because I don't think that, you know, on Earth humans will have the technology to destroy the moon like that, or at least not to that degree. But
So that was
yeah, it
cool.
was an interesting episode. It was a little slow in the middle, but you know, um, I was surprised that when, you know, the cliffhanger from episode 2, where he follows the female Loki, you know, Loki follows the female Loki variant through the portal, and I thought it was going to take him to another time and place, but instead it went back to right where it began, which was at the TVA. So yeah, that was pretty cool, pretty interesting. I look forward to episode 4. What about you?
Oh, absolutely. It's interesting.
So any other thoughts? Anything else that's on your mind, Daniel?
Uh, so what universes do you want to see in the Flash movie again?
I don't care. All I care about is a good story. I'm only mildly interested in the Flash movie because I didn't really care for the Justice League or Batman versus Superman. I didn't really care for Man of Steel, so whatever, you know. Um,
I hope we see. I know. Like, I know what's his name, Val Kilmer. He's he got cancer, right? But he's doing. I think he's doing better now. I mean, check up on him. Do you think he's doing better now?
he looks like a reanimated corpse.
He
He does not look
does.
well.
Wait, does he have white hair?
I think he's got gray hair now, but I don't know.
Yeah, because you know what? I went to his Twitter account and he
Hmm.
was still tweeting. He was still tweeting stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he posted a picture of himself. I don't know if that's an old picture, but he looked okay.
Okay.
I think he looked okay. I mean, I don't know, unless what do you call it? That's uh
I don't know. Recent pictures I've seen of him, I had nothing against Val Kilmer. I don't know him personally, of course. I've never met him, but you know, he's did not look well. He has not aged well, and it's a lot of it's due to his cancer. He looked really gaunt and skinny, and he looked very unhealthy.
yeah, poor guy. I mean, how did you like his Batman? Did you like his Batman more than
It was
Keaton's Batman?
okay. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of people say he had a
The
better
Dark Knight is
Batman.
the best Batman movie, in
Oh,
my opinion.
absolutely, absolutely. Actually, you know what? Remember that theory you told me about a long time ago? You told me that there was a theory. It says, like Batman sat on the Mobius chair one time, and he asked a question: who was the Joker? And then the Mobius chair told him that there were 3 Jokers, right? There were 3 Jokers. And then the fans, they had a theory that said the 3 Jokers were Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, and Heath Ledger.
I guess there's now 4 because there's also Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Wait. Yeah, there's Joaquin Phoenix, and then there's Jared Leto. So there's like 5.
Yeah.
But it's the multiverse, you know. It's the multiverse, and there's so many.
And there's also Mark Hamill, the voice. Mark Hamill did voice of Joker in the Batman animated series. I know a lot of people say that Mark Hamill did a really good job as Joker.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he came in live action as the Trickster, and that's like, you know, remember Earth 3 Trickster? That's the closest thing we're gonna get to a live action Mark Hamill Joker. A lot of people are saying he should retire because he doesn't sound like he used to in the 90s. I disagree. I think he still sounds the same.
Who should retire? Who?
Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill should retire as a Joker.
Well, I mean, is he still portraying the Joker in the animated series? I don't think he's doing that anymore, is he?
He could. Well, he could. So like, oh yeah, you know, he should retire. Like, I don't think he should retire.
I also wanted to talk about, did you hear about the beta version? Oh, excuse me. God darn it. Gosh darn it. There was a beta version of Windows 11 leaked. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Daniel, you there?
Yeah, I did not hear about that.
Well, I wanted to say that I wanted to talk about, first I was going to talk about Windows 11 a little bit and my first impressions of it, because I watched a few videos of people installing the beta. Most people had to install it through as a virtual machine, because it requires a security module to be installed on your motherboard. But there are workarounds where you can install it natively. But I can say my first impressions of Windows 11, they moved the start button to the middle. They made the start menu look more like the dock from OS X, which is sort of cool on first glance, but I think it's really ridiculous. It's silly to put the start button right smack in the middle, because if you're going to make it like OS X, you can have a dock with all your commonly used programs on the bottom and center, but still keep a drop-down menu. And that's the thing I don't like about Windows 11 too, is the file management is exactly identical to Windows 10. It's almost like a redressed version of Windows 10. It just looks really clunky, really bulky, and I don't like how the file management doesn't have drop-down menus, because I've gotten used to that for so many years. And I love that in OS X, how it's just simple and intuitive, and Windows is always trying to find an excuse to reinvent itself for no reason at all, trying to reinvent the wheel. So yeah, my first impressions of Windows 11 from looking at screenshots and looking at reviews where people installed the beta version of it. I know on June the 24th, which is tomorrow, Microsoft's supposed to have a big official announcement. They're expected to release and publicly announce Windows 11, but it does not look any different internally, and through the Windows File Explorer, it doesn't look any different than Windows 10, with the exception that they made the start menu kind of clunky because it's in the middle, and they changed some of the graphics. But oh, and they also in the start menu, they added like the Siri search bar is now the first thing that comes up, and now you have to click on all programs for you to look at all programs, which is an extra step that I don't really like. And they did away with tiles. mean, I get a lot of people didn't really like the Metro tiles from that are left over from Windows 8 that are still in Windows 10 to this day, but I like them because you can customize them. You know, and you have like a news app, and you can like bring up your news app. But Microsoft is, as rumored, they were talking about how they're going to do away with tiles. So Windows 11 has no tiles. It has a different start menu that is centered at the bottom of the screen instead of to the left. It's in the center, and it has like the Siri search bar as default when you click on the start menu. And in order to access your program list alphabetically, you have to click on all programs. So it is different. It's a more minimalistic approach to the start menu, and I do not like the fact that it still contains the same file manager as Windows 10, the same clunky tile buttons instead of drop-down menus, and I don't like that the start menu is in the middle of the screen at the bottom. I mean, you can customize it and change it to the left. I just don't. It looks more clunky than Windows 10 in my opinion, and I did like the customized tiles. I'm also running. I also wanted to talk about. There's an updated version of Windows 10 that I was forced to upgrade this week on my gaming tower that I got here, and this is my 2020 COVID gaming PC that I built with economic stimulus money that I'm actually broadcasting from. But I'm running Windows 10. It is build 190.42.1052, and they added something kind of annoying. They added in the start menu, they added an interest tab, and it has like the weather, the stock market ticker, and it's just another thing to make your computer even slower. But you can actually disable that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to, because what happens is it adds an interest tab, and I get what they're trying to do because Windows 11 has the same interest tab, where because now because they're doing away with tiles in Windows 11, they're getting users used to, okay, if you're not going to use the tile app for news, we're going to put it in the interest tab. But if you don't like the interest tab, you can right click on the interest tab and you click on news and interests and click off of show icon and text.
Wow.
Or turn off. You click turn off and then it disappears. But yeah, so that is a brief description and brief summary of my opinion of Windows 11 and the new build of Windows 10, which is, if you type in WinVer, it is version, I can't even remember that because it's a long number. It's version 20H2, but it is build 1942.10052. Anyway, so what's your opinion about Windows 11? You don't really have opinions. You didn't really know about it.
No.
I'm assuming you're still running like Windows 7.
Wait, let me check. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Windows 7.
Do you know for sure? Is it a round start button?
Yeah, it doesn't say on my start button. I would have to like restart everything to find
Or
out.
click run WinVer.
But where's that?
Just click start, run.
There's no run. There's Skype, Zoom, Notepad, Paint. There's no run. I don't see no run.
Or Anyway, well, you said you bought your computer in 2011. Is that correct?
Yep.
Well, if you bought it in 2011, you haven't upgraded to another version of Windows, have you?
No.
Well, then it should be Windows 7 because that
Oh,
was.
yeah. It must be Windows 7. Yeah, I thought it was XP, but then I found out, oh, it's Windows
Is it
7.
a circular start menu? Is the start button
Yeah,
circular?
it's
Okay,
circular.
that's Windows 7. Anyway,
Is that good? But is Windows 7 good?
well, yeah, it's no longer supported by Microsoft, so it's not going to receive all the latest security updates. There'll
Yeah,
be
that's
some
true.
games that will not run in Windows 7, some newer games, but it's still okay if it does everything you need it to do.
Mm-hmm.
But we got about 3 minutes left, so any last thoughts for these last 3 minutes?
Do you want to see? Do you want to see? Do you want to? There's rumors that we're going to see what's her name? Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. You want to see that?
Sure.
I still think Linda Carter's Wonder Woman is hotter than Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. I know a lot of people will say that's not true. That's fine. That's fine. But for me, I think she's hotter, even in this age. Wow, I can't wait until we see her again. I mean, wow, she's been Wonder Woman since 1975.
Yeah.
Man, she must have had a lot of adventures that we've never seen. Just like Batman '89. No.
Who knows?
Oh man, so exciting.
You're really excited about this Flash movie.
Oh yeah, I love multiverse. We've never had a multiverse movie before.
Yeah. We never have. We shall see. I'm not, 100% optimistic. Like I said earlier in the video or in this podcast, it's they haven't had a really good run of the DC movies. I wasn't really that impressed with Suicide Squad, other than Harley Quinn was kind of cool, but I thought Batman versus Superman was sucky. I thought the Justice League movie was sucky. I thought Man of Steel movies were sucky. I'm just not really that impressed with what they've done. The darky dark take on Justice League just didn't quite work for me. Because like when I think of Superman, I think of hope, something to inspire to. But anyway, I should probably wrap this up. I think it's now we're at the 30-minute mark. Thank you for joining me, Daniel. Anyway, this is your host, Steampunk StarRaisin of AmberStreet.com. You have a nice day, and I will see you 25 billion years. I will.
Bye.
All right, thanks, Daniel.